Picture a sprawling landscape painting, mountain peaks, serene valleys, bustling towns, and winding rivers. This art tells a story, much like how a well-crafted chart or graph can narrate a data tale. It's time to elevate your storytelling with data visualization. Hi, I'm Courtney, and here we talk all about education research and data. If you're into that, be sure to subscribe to this channel and come be a part of our community. Data visualization isn't just about plotting numbers on a graph. It's about conveying insight. It's about providing a narrative for your audience so the numbers have more meaning. As evidence-based decision makers, this is especially important because visualizations can help us make and communicate decisions. All right, let's dive into some essential tips that will help you create effective and engaging visualizations for your audience, whether they're fellow educators, students, or parents, or other shareholders. First up, you got to know your audience. It's crucial to tailor your visualizations specifically for your viewers. The graphs you design for your peers might need to be more detailed compared to those that you provide to students or parents who might appreciate a simpler, more straightforward visual. Next, you have to choose the right chart type. Bar graphs are fantastic for comparing different categories. Think about comparing exam scores across several classes or schools. Line graphs are your best bet for showing trends over time, like tracking student performance throughout the school year. And pie charts, they're great for showing parts of a whole, like the proportion of students participating in different school clubs. But try to use these sparingly, as they can be tricky to interpret when there are too many categories. Clutter is your biggest enemy when creating visualizations because it distracts from the data and the story you're trying to tell. You always want to remove unnecessary grid lines, labels, or decorations. Let the data shine through without all that extra noise. Using color wisely is also key. Maintaining consistency in your color choices, like if 10th graders are represented in blue in chart 1, keep them blue in all the other charts. This helps your audience quickly recognize and understand the data across different visualizations. Also, consider your colorblind and visually impaired viewers. There are plenty of tools out there to help you select color palettes that are easier for everyone to distinguish. Adding context to visualizations is often overlooked, but it's super important. Annotations, benchmarks, or reference lines can really anchor your data and make your message much more clear. For example, adding a reference line for the average can instantly show how individual groups or data points compare against a standardized benchmark. And if you're presenting digitally, you could make your visualization interactive. Interactive elements allow your viewers to dive deep into specific areas of the data. This could be as simple as hovering over a bar graph to see exact numbers, or more complex, like using sliders to see how results change over time. Let's take these best practices and apply them to some sample data in a spreadsheet. Here we have some data that shows some random scores for our freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors in the fall, winter, and spring. Depending on what we hope to accomplish, we can use a couple of different visualizations here. First, let's use a bar chart to compare our groups. To do this, we'll highlight the table, select Insert, and select Chart. You can see that this auto-populates a bar chart that we can edit. Let's take a look at some of the customization features of this chart. The tool has auto-grouped our bars by grade level, but what if we want them grouped by season? To do this, we will check the Switch Rows Columns button. You can see that this moves the bars around for you automatically, which is super convenient. If we click Customize, we can further edit this chart. Each of these drop-down menus will allow you to edit the chart. By selecting the chart and axis titles, we can change the title of the chart and adjust its font and color. By selecting the Series drop-down menu, we can add error bars, data labels, or trend lines. We can also change the bar colors by selecting a series from the drop-down list and adjusting its fill color. By selecting the Legend drop-down menu, we can change the position of the legend. Now, this bar chart really helps us to easily visualize our groups, but it's harder for us to compare them over time. If we wanted to communicate about trends in our data, we're better served to use a line chart. We can change this chart to a line chart by selecting Setup, Chart Type, and Line Chart. We can then customize this chart in the same way we customize the bar chart. You can see that there are many types of charts to choose from, and Google Sheets makes this easy to use by ensuring that the editing process for each type of chart remains the same. As you weave narratives from your numbers, remember that each chart, graph, or plot is a story waiting to captivate its audience. Data visualization is your brush, and data is your paint. Craft wisely and with intent. If you found value in this video today, make sure you like and subscribe, and check out some of the other videos in this playlist. I'll see you next time.